Hi guys, so today we're working with the Spellbinders Layered Fleur collection. It's a new collection put together, designed there by Becca Feekin. It's part of like the APG kind of lineup. And these items were sent free of charge from my review, and of course all opinions are my own. Any links I have in the description box will be affiliate links, which means I'll make a small commission if you purchase items to those links, so thanks for using those if you can. So today, I've shown this to you before. We did another card with the mini Slimline portion of it. I'm just going to show you again the half Slimline, a layered Fleur, the oval, and the bracket. I'll probably work with one of them today. I'm not sure which one quite yet, but we'll see when we get there. And so the oval has the outer die, and basically this is a split of a Slimline, and I do believe their Slimlines usually are like 3.5 by 8.5, so we'll play with that in just a minute. But we have the outer die, or the background, or however. And then we have this inlay that is just, look at that. I mean, so ornate, so pretty. So you would cut two of these and you can layer them up that way. And then we have, or however you want to do it, of course, we have the word beautiful friend, because the B is over here on its own, so we have beautiful friend with some little flowers and little tiny leaves on that one. Really cute. You can just pop them in here and there throughout your project. And then on this side I have the half Slimline bracket, and again very similar but bracketed shape, which is awesome with that beautiful inlay. And this one comes with the words I pick you that I used in the last video. And then I have the cherry blossom here. It's the layered cherry blossoms, and it comes with some branches, so you can layer that up however you like. Of course, when you cut them out, they'll be facing like this, when the die is in the paper, and you can just pop, however it is that you want to layer that, for your project. Maybe just a couple branches, maybe just these guys. And then it has several leaves, flower centers attached to the like bud area, or like the calyx of your flower, and then different flowers here. So we have the cherry blossom that's just facing forward, one layer. You can layer them up if you like. This one's like a bud, and it has layer 1 and layer 2, and they are written there on the die, or impressed on the die. Sorry, there we go. And I happen to know this one on the product page, they also have a PDF you can download that shows you how to layer the flowers. So this one has 1, 2, 3, and then 4 layers. And then this one has like a side view, and it has the layer 1, and then 2, and then 3. Really easy. Gorgeous. It has the embossing, built in there, so you can have that part of your design. So what I'm going to do is grab some papers. I think we'll start with a card base, and then we'll build up some flowers. So I will be right back. Some papers and the colors that I would like to work with. So I love these. I don't know where I got this paper. It's just kind of like a really soft peach color, but I don't have enough of it to make it from the card base. So the card base is going to be this pearlescent paper. Again, 8.5 by 3.5. So right now it's 8.5 already. I'm going to cut it at 7 inches and then score it at 3.5 on that 7-inch side. So that'll be my card base. And then I'm going to layer it up with these beauties. So I think this will be the background paper. So I'm going to cut 2 of these. So one, however I fit on here nicely, 2 of those. And then over here, same thing. I'm just going to pop that in there. This time with this guy, we're going to tape them together, and I will cut out 2 of these. So tape it so that it doesn't move. And when I come back, I'll have those pieces done. Our card base, again, 3.5 by 8.5. And then we have our pieces here, and this came out so nice. Look at this. It just came out super clean. It's got little pieces I'm going to get rid of here, but that was just cut perfectly. So all I'm going to do with these guys is just glue them together. So this side and then the other side there. And I'm going to use this little guy. And again, just adding a little glue right to the edge here. And if you don't have a fine tip dispenser, of course well, I don't know, of course, because some people are like, oh, I've never done that before. I just put glue on the back of my hand, and then just lay it on here, and I'll pat my die cut on it, and it'll just get the right amount of glue for that little area going. But I'm basically going to put it on these edges, and then wherever else that makes sense, right? Maybe a little here and there on these larger dots. And these are inlay, so it's going to lay right on top of the other one. Right, so get it there. And I'll do the same thing for the other side. Okay guys, so here we have our card base and these 2 pieces that I'm probably going to pop up, and then we'll have our little flowers kind of in here. Oh, I just realized I didn't pick out a green for the leaves, but for the branch here, I might mix dark brown and like craft paper, just depends. if I did that, I'll probably do something like that. You know, so those guys. I may or may not use all the branches. And then for the flowers themselves, I'm going with like that same peachy kind of light coral, but then maybe matching it up with some of this kind of champagne coffee cream color. Just a little different. So I'll cut out some of the flowers just from this. The centers, I'll cut from this gold paper, just have this little scrap, so if I do any more that are just like the whole flower, I'll cut out however many of those that I need. And then a few, you know, like the side ones, I'll cut out from here, and I'll also cut out from here just so that I have some variation of color there. Like this guy, again, if I cut it from here, I'll cut it from there, so I have different petals. And then the leaves, I'll grab some green and cut those too, just a ton of those. And then however many flowers need this little calyx part, I'll also cut that from some green paper, but I will be right back. So I have my flowers. I have 2 facing forward. I might add one more, we'll see, but I think for now that will be good. And to finish those guys off, I just have some little gold centers, so I'm just gonna pop this in here. And if you want to do some flower shaping, you know, go for it. I'm just kind of gonna keep them pretty flat. I know that might be hard to see, but that one was very easy. And these are so cute because they pretty much stayed in the paper, and I love that you can even see like number 1, 2, 3 is still etched in there. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, and then this one has 1 and 2, and I just did a couple of those guys. So this is layer 1, and then layer 2 can be brought up, and just pop that on there. Sorry, I just remembered that I had mentioned the PDF that you can download, so I didn't download it. I just took a quick screenshot to show you guys, but oh, so there it is. So it kind of shows you what you can do with those guys and then how to layer them up if that's what you would like to do. So really nice. Okay, so I'm again just going to keep them relatively flat, so that one goes on there just about, and then I have a little calyx here that I'm just going to put glue here for, and then bring that calyx over, pop that on there. So pretty. It's very soft champagne colors, but it just works out really nice. And this one again, I'm also going to put like the shiny one in the back here, and then layer 2 is the one that's a little bit smaller like this, and then layer 3. So however it is that you want to layer these up, you know, I'll put it here, here, and then 3 is like this guy. Just trying to see what I want to do. I might bring back in another one of the coffee cream layers. Okay, so I'm going to layer it with this being layer 2 right here, or 3. And then I got another coffee cream kind of shiny one. I'm going to pop in here. And then our little calyx, I believe I'll pop one of those on there too. Right in here. Okay, and I think I only have one other bud to put together, so I will be right back. Okay, so I can either start assembling my flowers, my whole little branch here, but what I'm going to do first is go ahead and put my frame layer in, because I'm not sure exactly, you know, where I want to position this. I didn't use the other petal layer that looked like this one, but you also have this one that makes like a bud that's more, a little open, more open than this bud, but less open than that one, I suppose. So I'm going to put some dimensionals on the back of this, and then I'm going to stick them down right here, so I'll be right back. Okay, so I went ahead and put those down and remove the backings, and I'm just going to place this before I really push it down, even though these dimensionals are really sticky. I'm just going to kind of eyeball that, and I'll line this one up on the other side, and once I'm happy with the placement, I'll push it down, okay? Oh my gosh, you guys, how pretty is that? Look at that. Gorgeous. And just, you know, so clean the way it cuts really nicely. Okay, so with this guy, you know, I'm going to bring it in here somewhere, and you can bring it so that, you know, it comes out of whatever it is that you want to do. So if we have it there, I'm just trying to get an idea of what I want to do. I'm going to tape this down just a little bit, so I don't know if it'll stay, but for now, little tape. And then maybe this guy over here somewhere, something like that. So what I'm going to do is put a little glue, like in this area. There's probably a little too much glue. Let me see here. Yeah, maybe I'll put this one on this side. Yeah, I'll put that one there. And then I'll glue this one like in here, okay? Just put a little glue and hold on to it. While I have this, I'll put a little glue on the back. Way up here. And kind of keep an eye out where I want to place it here. Thinking about the flowers, you know, where they might be. Things like that. Okay. And I'll be right back. So I'm going to take a moment and just kind of see where it is that I want to put like my little flowers and things. And, you know, with cherry blossoms, I mean, they're just all over wherever you want to put them. And then we'll tuck in like leaves here and there when I'm done. And there. Oh, that's sweet. Okay, so I'm just going to take a little glue, and if you want to do dimensionals or whatever it is that you like, go for it. I'm not putting a ton of glue because I'm going to tuck in little leaves here and there when I'm done. So even with this guy, like I'll put some glue in here, but not really completely keeping it down. This guy somewhere in here. Okay, and just put glue and put it back down. I mean, look how pretty that is. And now I'm just going to put leaves wherever, and honestly I'm just going to put a little glue, and I know I like to put leaves like here and there that way, so I'm just going to take this, pop it back in here, all over the place, okay? So I'm just going to add tons of leaves everywhere. Okay, I'll be back. Okay guys, so that's what I came up with. Love that color of those champagne kind of flowers and just here and there. Yeah, maybe I'll add another leaf, we'll see. But I do want to show you a picture I took a while back of my own little blossoms. So cherry blossoms are very similar to like stone fruit blossoms, and these are, I think this is a nectazy, it's like a hybrid, but you see how, I mean, they do have just leaves here and there, and it's like the old branch, and then, I mean, just a ton of flowers, of course, and most of them drop off, and then you have, you know, your little fruit left behind. So right now my yellow nectarines are growing, my peaches and all that, so this was taken a while back, but look how pretty. And again, just, they do grow just like that, like bunches and then leaves here and there, and then later it'll be like a ton of leaves. That's all you see because the flowers are gone. But anyway, okay, and then we just need our sentiment. Let's see if I'm going to do beautiful friend. Okay, I'm going to cut this out in gold, from gold paper, of course, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, oh my gosh, and actually I found this paper, it's more of a rose gold, so I have that, and of course I'm going to pop that right on there. I did cut it out in black just to see if I want to drop shadow and a nice crisp like black background. Just add that to the card, you know. Want to see if that makes it pop. Ooh. So I was gonna go with like another beige background, but I kind of like that. So give me a moment. I'm just gonna glue these guys together. I mean, look how sturdy and pretty that is. And then our B, the letter B is over here, and mine's over here. So yeah, I think that's what I'll do. Just put a little glue on the back of my letters here and drop shadow that just a little bit. Okay, I'll be right back. So I have my words here with my drop shadow, and what I want to show you is on this card, since I pretty much centered everything right here, like that's the focal point, the beautiful kind of fits in here kind of tight. I mean, you can do it differently like this, I suppose, if you wanted to, or however, right? So the B is overlapping on the beautiful part. So what I'm going to do is just use the word friend just down here, and yeah, it looks really sweet. So that's what I'm going to do for this one, because again, just the way I designed it. And so I'm going to put this on here. And what I would do is, I want to put beautiful friend, like let's say you want to use the whole thing, I would just leave this area maybe a little less decorated. So for me, for my purposes, I like this better, just like this. And there it is. You want to add some little pearls here and there. I might do that just to add a little something up here. And thank you so much, Spellbinders, for sending these items for review. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll have the images coming up, and I'll have the links in the description box. And you have like a little shadow box, really sweet, of those gorgeous, gorgeous cherry blossoms. All right, guys, I'll see you at the next one. Bye now.